turns out, the truth is that hockey unites Canadians. For many people in Canada, ice hockey transcends mere sport. It embodies a passion that shapes community identities and traditions. From the moment children slip on their first pair of skates, hockey becomes a central part of their lives. This sport, which is celebrated as Canada's national pastime, is known for its fast-paced action and strategic teamwork. Across the vast Canadian landscape, fans can be found passionately supporting their local teams, whether in small towns or bustling cities. Legendary figures like Wayne Gretzky, often referred to as the Great One, have inspired generations of players, and Canada's impressive track record in international competitions, such as the Olympics, showcases the skill and dedication of its athletes. These events not only highlight the competitive spirit, but also reinforce a sense of national pride. Whether families are gathered around their televisions for an NHL game, or friends are enjoying a casual pickup match at their neighborhood rink, the thrill and camaraderie of ice hockey continue to resonate, knitting together the diverse fabric of Canadian society. Did you know how many grapes make a bottle of wine? It takes about 600 grapes to produce just one bottle of wine, showcasing the incredible effort that goes into this beloved drink. Each grape has its own unique flavor and aroma, contributing to the wine's overall character. This means that when you enjoy a glass of wine, you're experiencing a complex blend of tastes that come from many different grapes. Winemakers carefully choose which varieties to include, depending on the type of wine they want to create, whether it's a rich Cabernet Sauvignon or a crisp Sauvignon Blanc. The process includes not just the harvest, but also fermentation, aging, and bottling, each step requiring skill and dedication. So the next time you sip your favorite wine, take a moment to appreciate the hard work of the vineyard workers who nurtured those grapes and the winemakers who turned them into something extraordinary. It's much more than just a drink. It's a celebration of nature's bounty. Believe it or not, Colmar is a cultural gem. This enchanting town in northeastern France captivates with its rich tapestry of cultural heritage, showcasing a compelling blend of German and French influences. Known as the capital of Alsace, Colmar has shifted between these two nations throughout its history, creating a unique architectural landscape that narrates its storied past. As you wander through the picturesque cobblestone streets, your eyes will be drawn to the stunning Gothic St. Martin's Church, whose intricate facade and soaring spire evoke the grandeur of medieval architecture. Not far away, the Renaissance-style Maison Pfister boasts vibrant wooden beams and an intricately adorned facade, reflecting the artistry that flourished during the Renaissance. This mesmerizing fusion of styles creates a charming backdrop where visitors can truly experience a living history, as each building and alleyway reveals the layered tales of Colmar's identity. With every step, you encounter influences that have shaped this town, inviting you to explore its beauty and uncover the essence of its vibrant past. Isn't it fascinating how places like Colmar can tell such profound stories? What if I told you about Sakurajima Island's fiery secret? This captivating location in Japan showcases the extraordinary relationship between humanity and nature. Sakurajima is one of the world's most active volcanoes, with eruptions occurring frequently enough that volcanic ash regularly blankets the island. Local residents have developed remarkable adaptations to coexist with this volcanic giant, turning what one might perceive as danger into a unique way of life. Imagine children walking to school on a soft layer of ash, where daily errands often include clearing the streets with specialized machines designed to sweep away the dust. This innovative approach highlights the impressive ingenuity and resilience of the community. But Sakurajima is not just about volcanic eruptions. It's a vibrant hub for tourists eager to witness its dramatic landscapes and engage with volcanic science. The island serves as a powerful reminder of nature's unpredictability while nurturing a rich, thriving culture around it. So how does life continue on an island sculpted by relentless natural forces? Did you know bookworms are real insects? The term bookworm isn't just a charming nickname for avid readers. It refers to actual pests, including the infamous paper louse. These tiny creatures thrive in environments where mold can grow, often found in poorly stored books. If left unchecked, paper lice can cause significant damage, boring holes in pages and ruining literary treasures. They love the damp and dark, making basements or attics prime locations for infestations. To protect your beloved books from these destructive insects, it's essential to preserve them properly. Start by storing books in a dry, cool area with plenty of airflow. Use protective covers or boxes to keep them safe from moisture and light. Regularly check your collection for signs of damage or mold. By taking these steps, you can ensure your books remain safe from true bookworms and continue to tell their stories for generations to come. What's your favorite book you want to protect? Ever thought about why the Lofoten Islands are magical? Nestled above the Arctic Circle in Norway, the Lofoten Islands are a breathtaking blend of nature and culture. Known for their towering, rugged mountains and deep, mesmerizing fjords, these islands boast landscapes that transform dramatically with the changing seasons. During summer, visitors revel in the phenomenon of the midnight sun, where daylight lingers and twilight casts a gentle glow across the scenery. This unique experience allows for enchanting evenings filled with outdoor activities under a seemingly perpetual sky. In contrast, winter unveils its own magic as the awe-inspiring northern lights illuminate the night, creating a spectacular display of swirling colors that captivate both residents and tourists alike. But the Lofoten Islands are not just about stunning views. They are rich in cultural heritage where fishing remains a cornerstone of life. Generations of locals have engaged in this time-honored tradition, relying on the bountiful waters for their livelihoods. Roaming through charming fishing villages, you'll encounter vibrant red rorbu, fishermen's cabins, that whisper tales of the past, emphasizing the island's deep-rooted connection to the sea. Whether you are an avid angler, a nature enthusiast, or an adventure seeker, the Lofoten Islands promise unforgettable experiences. Prepare to be amazed by Richard Garfield's family ties. Richard Garfield, the brilliant mind behind the iconic card game Magic: The Gathering, has an intriguing connection to American history. He is actually the great-great-grandson of James A. Garfield, who served as the 20th President of the United States. This fascinating lineage draws a line between gaming innovation and a pivotal period in American politics. While one Garfield revolutionized the way people play games, the other worked tirelessly to shape a nation. Magic: The Gathering, first released in 1993, became a groundbreaking success that inspired countless card games and even a vibrant competitive scene. As players summon mystical creatures and cast powerful spells, they might not realize that the legacy of a president runs through the deck of cards in their hands. Isn't it incredible how families can intertwine creativity and history? Guess what really drives Sahara's dramatic transformation? The Sahara Desert, currently the largest hot desert in the world, was once a vibrant green oasis. About 10,000 years ago, during a time called the African Humid Period, this vast expanse was filled with lakes, rivers, and flourishing plant life. Imagine a place bustling with wildlife and greenery instead of endless sand dunes. What caused this stunning change? It all comes down to shifts in the Earth's orbit. These subtle changes altered the amount of sunlight reaching different regions, leading to increased rainfall in the Sahara. This allowed lush vegetation to thrive, creating a habitat for various animals. However, as the Earth's orbit shifted again, the region became drier, eventually transforming into the arid desert we know today. Isn't it fascinating how the environment can change dramatically over thousands of years? Here's what actually happens when countries resist change. Despite the global embrace of the metric system, which simplifies measurements and calculations, the United States, Myanmar, and Liberia continue to cling to the British imperial system. This peculiar choice stems from a rich tapestry of history, tradition, and cultural identity. While the metric system uses units of 10 for easy conversions, such as 1 liter equating to 1,000 milliliters and 1 kilometer being 1,000 meters. Those in the US often find themselves frustrated with feet, pounds, and gallons. Have you ever tried converting miles to kilometers? It can feel like solving a complex puzzle. This measurement divide creates significant challenges, particularly for travelers and in international contexts, adding to the confusion in communication. Not only does this choice reflect a stubbornness to adapt, but it also raises questions about future global standardization conversations. As discussions about unifying measurement systems progress, one can't help but wonder if these three nations will ever fully join the metric movement. For now, we're caught in a curious blend of old practices and modern needs. Here's what actually happens when a Slinky is dropped. During World War II, an unexpected twist of fate led to one of the most beloved toys of all time, the Slinky. Navy engineer Richard James was focused on a spring-related project when, by chance, he accidentally dropped one of his prototypes. To his astonishment, rather than rolling away, the spring righted itself and landed upright. This little mishap sparked a brilliant idea. James recognized that, with some minor adjustments, his lively metal spring could be transformed into a delightful toy. In 1945, he and his wife, Betty James, introduced the Slinky to the world. Its simple yet captivating design, coupled with the mesmerizing ability to walk downstairs, quickly captivated children and adults alike. As the Slinky became a staple in American households, it gained fame through countless commercials and appearances in films, securing its place in popular culture. Even today, this twisty wonder continues to bring joy to new generations, reminding us that amazing inventions can spring from the most unexpected moments. Who knew that a drop spring could lead to so much happiness? Surprisingly, it's a fact that Antarctica inspired brave adventures. The icy realm of Antarctica has been the stage for some of the most thrilling stories in human exploration. In the early 20th century, the race to the South Pole captivated the world, featuring two legendary adventurers, Roald Amundsen and Robert Falcon Scott. Amundsen, renowned for his meticulous preparation and deep understanding of the harsh Antarctic climate, reached the pole in December 1911, a full month ahead of Scott. Although Scott's expedition ended tragically with his death on the return journey, his story remains one of bravery and dedication, reminding us of the sacrifices made in the name of exploration. Just a few years later, in 1914, Ernest Shackleton's Endurance expedition became a tale of epic survival when his ship was trapped in ice for months. Shackleton's remarkable leadership and resilience guided his crew through harrowing conditions, ultimately leading them to safety against all odds. These incredible tales resonate with adventure seekers today, embodying the indomitable human spirit that dares to push boundaries, making Antarctica a lasting symbol of courage and perseverance. Did you know that chickens are related to dinosaurs? This surprising fact reveals that our feathered friends have a much wilder family tree than one might expect. Chickens, along with all modern birds, are actually descendants of the mighty Tyrannosaurus rex. This connection strengthens the idea that birds are living dinosaurs, a concept that flips how we think about evolution on its head. Over millions of years, species have changed dramatically, adapting to their environments and evolving distinct traits. The process of avian evolution shows us how traits like feathers and beaks transformed from the fearsome features of their dinosaur ancestors. Imagine a fluffy chick wandering around, carrying a tiny hint of the T-Rex ferocity. It's a reminder of the incredible journey life has taken on our planet. So the next time you see a chicken strutting in your yard, remember that it carries a dash of prehistoric power in its genes. Turns out, the truth is that Beyoncé's name is special. Beyoncé Giselle Knowles-Carter, one of today's most celebrated music icons, carries a beautiful piece of family history within her name. Her first name, Beyoncé, pays tribute to her mother, Tina Knowles' maiden name, reflecting a heartfelt connection to her roots. This unique naming choice not only highlights her family's heritage, but also mirrors her distinct artistry in the music industry. Recognizable and memorable, her name has become synonymous with incredible talent and success. Growing up in Houston, Texas, Beyoncé soaked in a blend of music, dance, and performance, which paved the way for her remarkable rise to fame. Beginning with the girl group Destiny's Child, she captured hearts worldwide before stepping into her powerful solo career. Beyoncé's name is more than just a label. It embodies her personal story, showcasing her journey from her mother's legacy to becoming a global superstar. With multiple awards and a drive to empower others, Beyoncé illustrates how heritage and identity shape remarkable talents and inspire countless fans around the world. Prepare to be amazed by toothpaste taste tricks. Sodium lauryl sulfate, a common ingredient in many toothpastes, has a surprising effect on your taste buds. This powerful compound works by temporarily dulling your ability to taste sweetness. Imagine brushing your teeth and then taking a sip of orange juice. Instead of the usual burst of sweetness, you might taste something entirely different. This happens because sodium lauryl sulfate interferes with the receptors on your tongue, responsible for recognizing sweet flavors. So if you enjoy a refreshing glass of juice or a sweet treat after brushing, you might notice it doesn't taste quite right. This quirky interaction raises questions about how our choices in dental hygiene can transform our eating experiences. So next time you brush, remember that your toothpaste could be the reason your favorite flavors feel a bit off. Believe it or not, longest hair belongs to Shaq. This incredible achievement was recognized in 2004 when the Chinese woman set a Guinness World Record with hair measuring over 18.4 feet long. Imagine walking around with hair that could stretch the length of a bus. Shaq's journey to this stunning record began when she decided to stop cutting her hair, allowing it to grow naturally over the years. Maintaining such long hair is not just about letting it grow. It requires dedication, special care, and plenty of time. From washing and combing to styling, her daily hair routine is a full-time job. This remarkable feat not only demonstrates the potential of human hair growth, but also highlights the cultural significance of hair in different societies, particularly in China. In some cultures, long hair symbolizes strength and beauty, and Shaq embodies this idea perfectly. So next time you see a long braid or a ponytail, remember Shaq's extraordinary record and the dedication behind it. Here's something incredible about Netherlands' unusual law. This quirky situation in Colorado stems from a history that seems almost straight out of a comedy. In the charming town of Netherland, it is reported to be illegal to die, a law that sparks both laughter and intrigue among residents and visitors alike. The story began when a local man's body was preserved in an eccentric effort to achieve immortality, leading the town to humorously declare itself a territory for immortals. While no official effort actually enforces this bizarre law, it serves as a whimsical attraction that delights tourists who venture into this unique community. Locals often joke that they'll simply never kick the bucket, which adds to the town's quirky charm. This unusual tradition not only reflects the lighthearted spirit of the residents, but also draws visitors eager to hear about the infamous frozen resident who sparked this odd legislation. So if your travels ever take you to Netherlands, don't miss the opportunity to smile at this strange law. It stands as a delightful reminder that humor can poke its head into even the most serious aspects of life. Ever thought about why the Iron Maiden fascinates us? The Iron Maiden is one of history's most notorious torture devices, capturing the imagination with its chilling design. Imagine a large coffin-like structure that appears innocuous on the outside, but within, it houses a horrifying reality. Once a victim was confined inside, they would confront sharp spikes jutting out from every angle, leaving no room for escape and ensuring torturous suffering. This horrifying contraption was not designed for a quick demise. Instead, it inflicted a prolonged and agonizing fate, reflecting the extreme measures some ancient cultures resorted to in the pursuit of punishment. Interestingly, while the Iron Maiden is often cloaked in tales blending fact and fiction, historians debate its actual use. Was it truly employed as a torture instrument, or is it merely a product of dark storytelling? Regardless, the image of this spiky cabinet has become a symbol of human cruelty and creativity's darker corners. Thankfully, such brutal practices are now relegated to history's pages, but the Iron Maiden remains a grim reminder of a time when punishment knew no bounds. Prepare to be amazed by the Cobb salad's origins. This delicious dish has a fun backstory that dates back to 1937 when Robert Cobb, the owner of the Brown Derby restaurant in Hollywood, decided to whip up something special with leftovers. Instead of letting food go to waste, he combined fresh ingredients like lettuce, tomatoes, bacon, chicken, hard-boiled eggs, and blue cheese into a colorful salad. What started as a simple, improvised meal quickly became a hit among Hollywood stars and diners alike. The Cobb salad is not only tasty but also reflects the creativity and resourcefulness of home cooks everywhere. It's a classic that has stood the test of time, making its way into restaurants and homes across America. Today, this vibrant salad remains a favorite, often enjoyed with a variety of dressings. So next time you dig into a Cobb salad, remember its humble yet heroic beginnings. This might surprise you. Rabbit jumping is a sport. Originating in the 1970s, this quirky activity has blossomed into a thrilling international competition. Participants train their rabbits to leap over obstacles, showcasing their agility and endurance. The rules are surprisingly strict, ensuring fair play and safety for all furry competitors. A standout moment in this sport's history is the astonishing world record for the highest rabbit jump, which currently stands at a remarkable 42 inches or 106 centimeters. This achievement demonstrates the incredible potential of these cute animals when dedicated owners put in the time to train them. Rabbit jumping events often draw large crowds, with spectators cheering for their favorite teams. The combination of skill, teamwork, and the sheer joy of watching rabbits soar makes it a unique experience for everyone involved. Who would have thought that rabbits could be such talented athletes? Why exactly does one woman have 69 children? This astounding number is attributed to a Russian peasant woman who lived between 1725 and 1765. Over these years, she reputedly gave birth to an unbelievable 16 pairs of twins, 7 sets of triplets, and 4 sets of quadruplets. While this record is documented in historical archives, it's important to note that some experts have raised questions about its accuracy. Nonetheless, the tale of this woman continues to captivate us, showcasing one of the most extraordinary instances of multiple births in history. Imagine the logistics involved in raising such a large family without modern conveniences. It prompts us to explore the biological, social, and historical factors that could have contributed to such an extraordinary phenomenon. Whether entirely true or not, her story remains a fascinating glimpse into the possibilities of human birth rates. Can you imagine a haunted house mystery solved? In 1921, a British family living in Victoria was convinced that their home was haunted by the eerie sounds of a crying woman echoing through the night. This chilling scenario sent shivers down their spines, and they desperately sought help to uncover the truth behind the mystery. To their surprise, investigators found that the source of the spooky sounds wasn't a ghost, but rather a gramophone playing music that was traveling through the walls of their home. The once terrifying cries that haunted their sleep were nothing more than a mechanical device out of sight, illuminating how easily our imaginations can run wild. This tale reminds us that sometimes the real mystery is not what lies in the shadows, but what we assume lurks there. It raises questions about how stories of the supernatural can stem from everyday explanations and challenges us to look beyond the surface when faced with the unknown. So the next time you hear a strange noise, could it be a ghost or just an old machine? Is it really true that Greeks loved symposiums? Absolutely. These vibrant gatherings were much more than mere drinking parties. They were cultural hubs where people came together to indulge in lively discussions, poetry recitations, and yes, some serious wine drinking. Picture a room filled with thinkers, artists, and everyday folks, all reclining comfortably as they sip on a carefully mixed drink. The host played a crucial role, controlling the wine-to-water ratio to set the party's mood. Too much water could dampen the spirits, while too much wine might send everyone into a drunken debate. Symposiums were venues for exploring ideas and sharing art, allowing participants to showcase their skills and engage in friendly competitions. This unique blend of intellectual, artistic, and social elements made symposiums a cornerstone of ancient Greek culture, leaving a lasting legacy that still influences gatherings today. What an incredible tradition. Discover the stark GDP difference between Saudi Arabia and Yemen. This striking economic gap reveals the vast disparity in wealth between these two neighboring countries. Saudi Arabia boasts a GDP per capita that towers over Yemen's, showcasing the country's booming oil industry and considerable investments. With its wealth derived largely from petroleum exports, Saudi Arabia enjoys a high standard of living, modern infrastructure, and various social services. In contrast, Yemen faces significant economic challenges, including conflict, limited resources, and a struggling economy. The result is a striking difference in the quality of life for citizens in both nations, making Yemen one of the poorest countries in the region. This economic disparity raises important questions about regional stability and development. How can such close neighbors experience such varying fortunes in wealth and opportunities? Believe it or not, the Bible is now an electronic bracelet. This innovative device allows users to listen to the sacred texts whenever they want, making scripture accessible in a modern format. Imagine wearing a bracelet that connects you to spiritual wisdom on the go. This device is perfect for those looking for thoughtful gifts or anyone wanting to enjoy religious literature without the hassle of traditional books. By blending cutting-edge technology with faith, it creates a unique way to engage with age-old teachings. Whether you're commuting, exercising, or simply enjoying a quiet moment, the electronic bracelet offers a fresh perspective on biblical stories and lessons. It invites users to explore passages at their own pace, making it easier to integrate spiritual reflection into daily life. The convenience of having the Bible right on your wrist is a game changer for many believers and seekers. So, why not dive into these timeless words with a touch of modern flair? Talk about a remarkable fusion of faith and innovation. Ever wondered what a cow is worth? In an astonishing event, a Holstein cow was sold at auction for a staggering $300,000. This record-breaking sale highlights not just the impressive value of cattle, but also the importance of genetics in livestock. The cow, known for her exceptional milk production, was seen by the buyer as a golden opportunity, an investment that could lead to a herd of future prize winners. Livestock auctions often bring fierce competition, especially for rare breeds and high-quality animals, making record sales like this one a thrilling spectacle. Cattle that are genetically superior can produce offspring that also excel in milk production or other desirable traits, which adds to their value. This sale didn't just break records, it captivated the farming community and sparked discussions about the economics of ranching and animal husbandry. Who knew a cow could be such a valuable asset? Turns out the truth is that Kenya loves jumping dance. This vibrant tradition, known as jumping dance or ointoi, is much more than a display of athleticism. It's a thrilling cultural event deeply rooted in Maasai heritage. During special ceremonies and community gatherings, Maasai men compete to see who can jump the highest, rising gracefully into the air with impressive skill. Clad in their striking shuka, or cloaks, the competitors showcase their colorful attire while leaping skyward, embodying the spirit and resilience of their people. The excitement of the crowd only heightens the intensity of the competition. Individuals earn admiration not only for their remarkable heights, but also for their ability to connect with their community. The performance fosters unity, camaraderie, and a sense of shared identity among the Maasai. As rhythmic chants and claps fill the air, the joy of the moment captures the essence of Maasai life, emphasizing bravery, strength, and the importance of tradition. So next time you think of sports, remember that jumping dance is a beautiful example of how culture, community, and tradition come together in such an exhilarating way. Believe it or not, your booty is the strongest muscle. The gluteus maximus, often called the booty, is not just a fashionable term, it is actually the largest muscle in the human body. Many people might think of their glutes as just an aesthetic feature, but these powerful muscles play a crucial role in our daily activities. They help us stand up, climb stairs, and even run and jump. When you engage in activities like squatting or lifting, your gluteus maximus is the primary muscle at work, making it essential for stability and movement. This muscle is also important for maintaining proper posture, which is vital in our sedentary lifestyles. Notably, strong glutes can reduce the risk of injury, especially in lower back and knee areas. Keeping your glutes strong through exercises like squats, lunges, and bridges can enhance athletic performance and make everyday tasks easier. So the next time you think about your booty, remember it's not just about looks. It's a powerhouse muscle that keeps you moving. Why not give it a workout today? You might be shocked to learn that no news exists. On April 18, 1930, an extraordinary event unfolded in broadcasting history when the BBC News Radio made an unprecedented announcement. There was no news to report that day. While we often take daily news updates for granted, this peculiar moment highlighted a quieter reality. Instead of their usual broadcast filled with stories, updates, and events, the BBC simply announced, "Good evening. Today we have no news." This fascinating occurrence serves as a reminder of how news and events can ebb and flow, sometimes leading to surprising silence. At a time when the world was buzzing with change, including the rise of political movements and technological advancements, this unusual broadcast makes us ponder. What would a day without news feel like in our fast-paced world today? Would we be more in tune with ourselves, or would we feel a sense of loss without our daily headlines? Is it really true that bumblebee bats are tiny marvels? The bumblebee bat, also known as Kitty's hognose bat, holds the title of the world's smallest mammal. Weighing between 0.05 to 0.07 ounces, these delicate creatures can fit comfortably in the palm of your hand. Their head-to-body length ranges from 1.14 to 1.29 inches, with a wingspan measuring about 5.1 to 5.7 inches. Found primarily in Thailand and Myanmar, these unique bats thrive in limestone caves, where they roost together in small colonies. Despite their minuscule size, they have a big role in the ecosystem, helping to keep insect populations in check as they feast on tiny insects. Their smallness makes them vulnerable to habitat loss, raising concerns for their future. Learning more about these fascinating creatures can help us protect them. What other amazing creatures might be hiding in plain sight? Prepare to be amazed by you might be shocked to learn how cars are changing. Imagine cruising down the road in a vehicle that doesn't have a steering wheel or pedals. Sounds like a scene from a sci-fi movie, right? Well, Mercedes-Benz is turning this futuristic fantasy into reality with their groundbreaking car controlled entirely by joysticks. This innovative design prioritizes convenience and accessibility, enabling drivers to navigate their vehicles using easy-to-use joysticks instead of the traditional steering wheel and pedals. This breakthrough doesn't just alter how we operate cars, it reshapes our entire concept of driving. Equipped with cutting-edge technology, these advanced vehicles manage navigation and safety autonomously, allowing drivers to savor the experience rather than fixating on control. Moreover, this revolutionary approach has the potential to transform mobility for individuals facing challenges with conventional driving, such as those with disabilities. So, fasten your seatbelt. This is only the beginning of a significant shift in personal transportation, where the future of driving unfolds before our very eyes. Hard to believe, but Singapore loves pets more than people. In Singapore, the bond between people and animals is truly something special. This vibrant city-state is not just a place for humans to thrive, it's a paradise for pets too. Imagine strolling through lush parks where dogs frolic freely beside their owners, or sitting at an outdoor cafe where furry companions are as welcomed as the patrons. Pet-friendly spas and swimming pools invite you and your pets to unwind together after a long day. Notably, many establishments offer gourmet meals crafted specifically for our four-legged friends, ensuring they enjoy a taste of luxury. Furthermore, services like specialized taxi rides cater to pet transportation needs, providing a stress-free way for pets to travel. This profound love for animals reflects Singaporeans' cultural values, which emphasize community and compassion. As you explore the city, you might even spot a pup receiving a full grooming treatment or enjoying a special doggy ice cream. With such an array of options and services designed for our beloved pets, it's abundantly clear, in Singapore, pets are not just animals, they are family. What's the secret to a termite queen's long life? Termite queens are remarkable when it comes to longevity, living anywhere from 25 to 50 years under ideal conditions. Imagine being able to lay up to 30,000 eggs every single day throughout your lifetime. That's not just incredible, it's essential for the survival of the colony. These queens have a unique set of biological traits that allow them to thrive and reproduce at such staggering rates. While most insects have shorter lifespans, termite queens challenge that norm, making them a fascinating subject for researchers curious about aging and reproduction. Their extended life helps to ensure that the colony grows and flourishes, as they are the backbone of their community. If you think about it, the entire structure of a termite colony depends heavily on the health and productivity of just one individual. Scientists are studying these super long-living queens to unlock secrets of longevity that might one day provide insights into human aging. So the next time you spot a termite mound, remember there's a queen inside who could teach us a thing or two about living long and ruling well. Can you imagine that recycling paper is ancient? The practice of paper recycling actually goes back to at least 1031 CE in Japan, where clever individuals gathered used paper to transform it into new sheets. During that time, producing new paper was both expensive and labor-intensive, so recycling became a smart choice. The process involved mixing old paper with water and special chemicals to break it down, making it reusable. Fast forward to today, and recycled paper plays a huge role in the global paper industry. Thanks to advanced recycling techniques, the fibers in paper can be reused multiple times before they become too degraded. This not only reduces the need for fresh paper production, but also helps save countless trees along the way. Each time we recycle, we're not just reducing waste, we're becoming part of a centuries-old tradition that values sustainability and resourcefulness. How awesome is that? Ever thought about why natural layers matter? These layers, like soil, rocks, and plants, create a healthy environment by working together to keep our planet thriving. Each layer plays a crucial role in supporting life. For example, rich soil houses countless organisms, from tiny microbes to earthworms, which decompose organic matter into nutrients that plants need to grow. Meanwhile, the rock layers beneath transmit water and minerals, ensuring that vegetation can flourish. Natural layers also help regulate climate and air quality. Trees and plants absorb carbon dioxide, a key greenhouse gas, while also producing the oxygen we breathe. Additionally, these layers serve as natural barriers, protecting us from extreme weather and erosion. It's fascinating how these interconnected systems contribute to biodiversity and the overall health of our planet. When we appreciate and protect these natural layers, we ensure a vibrant future for all living beings. Could we do more to safeguard them? Did you know American POWs were near Hiroshima? For many years, it was a well-kept secret that some American prisoners of war were held in the vicinity of Hiroshima when the atomic bomb was dropped in 1945. This shocking fact highlights an often overlooked chapter of World War II history. After Japan's surrender, reports emerged that American soldiers were captured and imprisoned near this major historical site. The severity of their situation was compounded by the fact that they experienced the devastating effects of the atomic explosion. These POWs endured not only the horrors of war, but also the unimaginable aftermath of a nuclear bomb, making their story both heartbreaking and crucial to understanding the war's impact. Why have these men and their experiences remained largely in the shadows of history? Did you know tiny demodex live on your face? These microscopic creatures are a type of mite that make their homes in our hair follicles, especially around the eyelids and cheeks. Although they are usually harmless, they can sometimes cause skin issues if their population grows out of control. Demodex mites feed on the natural oils on our skin and can go unnoticed because they are so small, typically measuring just 3 to 0.4 millimeters. Most people host a few of them without any problem, but factors like oily skin, lack of sleep, and certain skin conditions can lead to an increase in their numbers. When this happens, some individuals may experience irritation, redness, or even acne-like breakouts. Maintaining a healthy skincare routine can help keep these little guys in check. So next time you wash your face, remember, you might be giving your microscopic roommates a clean slate. Is it really true that frogs don't drink water? Absolutely. Frogs have a fascinating way of getting their hydration without the need for sipping from a pond or puddle. Instead, they absorb water directly through their skin, specifically through a special area known as the drinking patch on their bellies and thighs. This unique adaptation allows them to soak up moisture from their environment, which is particularly handy when they live in humid places or during wet weather. This means that frogs can remain hydrated even when facing dry periods, showcasing their incredible ability to adapt to various conditions. Interestingly, this method of absorption is not just limited to drinking water. Frogs can also take in oxygen through their skin. So the next time you spot a frog, remember that it's not just hopping around, it's also a master at staying hydrated without ever taking a sip. Did you know you can make your ears rumble? Some individuals possess the fascinating ability to voluntarily contract the tensor tympani muscle, which is situated in the middle ear. This tiny muscle plays a crucial role in protecting the ear from loud sounds by stiffening the eardrum. However, what's truly remarkable is that certain people can consciously tighten this muscle, creating a low, rumbling noise that only they can hear. This phenomenon is often described as a kind of ear pop or internal sound that differs from what most of us experience. Scientists believe that this voluntary control of the tensor tympani could be related to a heightened awareness of body signals or even a unique neural wiring. Isn't it intriguing to think that while most of us hear sounds from the outside world, some can generate their own unique sound right inside their heads? What other peculiar abilities might humans have? Believe it or not, Intel changed technology forever. Founded in 1968 by innovators Robert Noyce and Gordon Moore, Intel quickly became a pivotal player in the world of computing. Just 3 years later, in 1971, the company released the Intel 4004, the first commercially successful microprocessor. This groundbreaking chip revolutionized how machines operated, allowing computers to become more accessible and versatile. Prior to the microprocessor, computers were often large, cumbersome machines that only experts could use. The Intel 4004 paved the way for smaller, more powerful devices that could fit on a desk and be operated by anyone. As demand for personal computers surged, Intel's microprocessors became the heart of nearly every device, from laptops to smartphones. Today, Intel's legacy continues to shape modern technology, as its processors power millions of devices worldwide. The impact of this innovation can't be overstated. Intel set the foundation for the tech-savvy world we enjoy today. What other technological breakthroughs do you think will shape our future? Did you know that Italy built a courthouse for the Mafia trial? This remarkable decision was made in the 1980s when the Italian government was determined to take a stand against organized crime. The courthouse in Palermo was specifically designed to handle an unprecedented case that began in 1986, involving 434 defendants connected to the Sicilian Mafia. The trial, stretching over 6 years, is recognized as the largest of its kind in history. It showcased a bold move to confront the powerful Mafia, with judges and prosecutors fiercely dedicated to seeking justice, despite threats and intimidation. During this monumental legal battle, testimonies revealed the extent of Mafia operations and corruption, making it a pivotal moment in Italy's ongoing struggle against crime. The trial not only aimed to hold criminals accountable, but also sought to inspire public faith in the legal system. Can you imagine the bravery it took to pursue such a massive endeavor? Did you know lines aren't truly straight in the universe? This fascinating concept emerges from the world of physics, revealing how everything around us, including tiny particles and colossal structures, is shaped by the curvature of space-time and gravity. While we often perceive straight lines in our daily lives, a closer look shows that these lines have subtle curves and imperfections. For instance, light travels in a straight line, but it bends when passing near heavy objects like stars or planets. This bending happens because gravity affects the space around these massive bodies. Essentially, we find that perfect straightness is more of a dreamy ideal than a reality we can touch. So the next time you draw a line or admire a building's edges, remember, the very fabric of the universe weaves complexity and curvature into what we think are straight paths. Isn't it amazing to consider how beautifully irregular our universe truly is? Guess what really drives cyclists wild in Japan? Mount Iwaki features a thrilling challenge called the Road of 100 Vomits. This stretch is famous for its 43 hairpin bends packed into just 5.6 miles, combined with a steep 7% gradient. Sounds daunting, right? Cyclists looking for an adventure can only tackle this intense route once a year during a special event that draws riders from near and far. The name Road of 100 Vomits might sound intimidating, but it captures the excitement and determination required to conquer this winding road. Picture a vibrant gathering of enthusiastic cyclists, all drawn together by their shared love for cycling and the thrill of the climb. As they pedal through the sharp turns and steep inclines, they're rewarded not just with a grueling workout, but also with breathtaking views. It's a unique experience that challenges riders while providing a sense of community among fellow adventurers. Are you ready to ride the Road of 100 Vomits and embrace the exhilaration? Guess what really drives global birthday celebrations? Approximately 22 million people worldwide share the same birthday, creating an invisible party that fills the air with a sense of unity and celebration. This incredible phenomenon shows just how random birth dates can be and how many lives can intersect on a single day. Imagine the joy and surprise of finding out that friends, family, or even celebrities are also blowing out candles on the same day as you. This connection can spark conversations, foster friendships, and even inspire gatherings. It's a reminder of our shared experiences as humans, regardless of where we live. Think about it. 22 million people, all celebrating their lives together, highlights not just the odds of birth, but the beautiful tapestry of our shared existence. So the next time you blow out your candles, just know you're part of a much bigger celebration happening around the globe. Ever thought about why antibiotics work differently? Antibiotics are fascinating little drugs that don't just go on a killing spree against bacteria. Instead, they prevent these microbes from multiplying. This unique approach means that the bacteria are still technically alive, but they can't reproduce. Imagine trying to hold a group of tiny, pesky rabbits in a pen. They're still hopping around, but if they can't breed, the population won't grow. This method allows the body's immune system to step in and clean up the mess. By controlling the spread, rather than destroying all bacteria outright, antibiotics give our bodies a fighting chance. However, this also means that if misused, bacteria can adapt and develop resistance, making them harder to treat. So while antibiotics are a powerful tool in our medical arsenal, how we use them matters greatly. Did you know that jaguars once roamed Texas? These magnificent big cats used to thrive in lush forests as far north as the southern United States, including Texas, before their habitats began to shrink. Unfortunately, as human populations grew, cities expanded, and landscapes changed dramatically. Jaguar populations dwindled. Today, jaguars are primarily found in the rainforests of Central and South America, making them elusive and rare in the wild. Habitat destruction, poaching, and conflicts with livestock have all contributed to their decline. Conservation efforts are crucial to protect the remaining jaguar populations and their environments. By creating wildlife corridors and establishing protected areas, we can help ensure that these beautiful creatures can roam freely again. Can you imagine the sight of a jaguar prowling through the dense jungles of North America? Could a mysterious beach death hold secret codes? In 1948, a man was discovered lifeless on Summerton Beach in Australia, and the circumstances surrounding his death are truly perplexing. Strangely, he had no identification on him, and his body showed no signs of injury. To add to the enigma, tucked in his pocket was a small piece of paper with the words "to mum should" written on it, a phrase that many have tried to decode but remains unsolved. Investigators found a book containing several encrypted messages in the man's car, hinting at a deeper story. Who was this man? Was he a spy, a victim of foul play, or something even more baffling? Theories abound, but none have fully cracked the case. This cold case has intrigued amateur sleuths and professional detectives alike for decades. The mystery grows as generations ponder the thoughts and secrets he carried. What do you think happened to him? Have you ever heard of the Postal Service Band? This unique group got its name in the most creative way possible. Instead of jamming together in the same room, the band members tackled their busy schedules by mailing music tracks to one another using the United States Postal Service, USPS. Imagine sending your music via snail mail. This method might seem old-fashioned, but it allowed each member to contribute their distinct style and ideas, ultimately leading to the iconic sound the band is known for today. As they exchanged recordings, the artists collaborated from a distance, showing that you don't always need to be in the same space to create beautiful music. The innovative use of male not only defined their process, but also contributed to their identity, making their songs feel both personal and connected to a different era of communication. So, the next time you listen to their music, think about how those tracks traveled through the postal system, bridging distances and bringing their melodies to life. What an inspiring story of creativity and teamwork. Hormonal contraceptives. Do they affect your mood? Scientists recently discovered that the effects of hormonal contraceptives on emotional well-being are far from straightforward. These medications provide a convenient way for individuals to manage reproductive health, but their influence on mood is a topic still under investigation. Some studies suggest that hormonal changes caused by contraceptives can lead to shifts in emotional states, including anxiety and depression. However, the reactions vary widely between individuals. While some report feeling more balanced and stable, others experience emotional fluctuations that concern them. This complexity indicates the need for more research to clarify how different hormones impact mental health. As we explore these connections, it's vital for users to stay informed and discuss any emotional changes with healthcare providers to ensure that their contraceptive choice supports both their physical health and emotional well-being. Is it really true that ants can create super colonies? The fascinating Argentine ant has taken teamwork to a whole new level by forming massive super colonies that stretch across continents. These incredible structures are made up of millions of nests and billions of individual ants, all working together as one cohesive unit. Unlike typical colonies that defend their territory, super colonies can span vast distances, allowing them to dominate landscapes. It's a bit like a giant family reunion, where every ant knows they belong to the same group. This extraordinary cooperation enables them to gather food more efficiently, fend off predators, and thrive in various environments. The sheer scale of these super colonies highlights the ants' amazing social organization, proving that even tiny creatures can accomplish monumental feats when they work together. How do they manage this level of collaboration? Why exactly does wine cost $500,000? The most expensive bottle of wine ever sold reached a staggering price of $558,000, highlighting just how much some people are willing to pay for a taste of luxury. This legendary bottle, a 1945 Romani Conti from France's Burgundy region, is not just a drink, it's a piece of history. Few wines boast the rich flavors and unique qualities found in this particular vintage, making it a true collector's item. The rarity of the 1945 harvest, combined with its stunning flavor profile, contributes to its astronomical value. Owning such a bottle isn't merely about sipping fine wine, it speaks to a lifestyle of exclusivity and sophistication. As wine enthusiasts and collectors seek out the finest vintages, prices can soar, showcasing the deep appreciation for craftsmanship in winemaking. But can a bottle of wine truly be worth that much? It's a question that keeps wine lovers buzzing. Why exactly did Jeffrey Dahmer serve suspicious sandwiches? This chilling question surrounds one of America's most notorious serial killers, Jeffrey Dahmer. Dahmer, known for his gruesome crimes in the late 20th century, lived in an apartment filled with horrors. Reports suggest he allegedly served homemade sandwiches to his unsuspecting neighbors, which were rumored to have been made with flesh taken from his victims. It's horrific to think that while some were enjoying a bite to eat, they could have been consuming something far more sinister. Dahmer's acts highlight not only the extent of his depravity, but also how he managed to deceive those around him. Many were oblivious to the terrifying reality behind closed doors, living alongside a murderer without ever realizing it. This shocking behavior raises questions about trust and the nature of evil lurking beneath a seemingly normal surface. How could someone blend in so well while committing such unspeakable acts? This dark chapter in history serves as a grim reminder of the unexpected dangers that can exist in ordinary communities. Did you know 2015 had blockbuster film records? That year was phenomenal for the movie industry, as 4 of the top 7 highest-grossing films of all time hit theaters. Among these giants were Avengers: Age of Ultron, Furious 7, Jurassic World, and the highly anticipated Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Each of these films broke box office records, delighting fans and creating unforgettable cinematic experiences. Avengers: Age of Ultron brought superhero excitement to a whole new level, while Furious 7 thrilled audiences with its high-octane action and emotional storyline. With dinosaurs making a grand return in Jurassic World, it reignited the love for these prehistoric creatures. Lastly, the long-awaited continuation of the Star Wars saga got audiences everywhere buzzing with excitement. What do these epic films say about our love for storytelling and adventure? Guess what really drives the chocolate celebrations? There are over 10 holidays around the world dedicated to celebrating chocolate, highlighting its delicious appeal and cultural significance. In the United States alone, National Chocolate Day is celebrated on October 28th, while International Chocolate Day, which falls on September 13th, honors the birthday of Milton S. Hershey, the chocolate giant. Other notable celebrations include World Chocolate Day on July 7th, a day loved by chocolate fans everywhere, and National Chocolate Covered Anything Day on December 16th, which encourages indulgence in sweet treats. Even National Milk Chocolate Day on July 28th gives chocolate lovers a reason to celebrate. These festivals honor chocolate's rich history, tracing back to ancient Mayan rituals where cocoa was considered sacred, and showcasing how it has evolved into a beloved comfort food and symbol of indulgence in our modern lives. So, what's your favorite chocolate holiday? Let's uncover the truth about hedgehog hibernation. Hedgehogs are fascinating little creatures, especially when it comes to their unique ability to hibernate. During the active season, their heartbeats can race up to an incredible 250 beats per minute. However, when winter arrives, these spiky mammals prepare for a long sleep that can last for months. They enter a state of hibernation where their body temperature can plummet by more than 20%. This remarkable adaptation allows them to survive the cold months ahead with very little energy. Surprisingly, their heart rate drops dramatically too, slowing down to as low as 20 beats per minute, which can make them seem lifeless. This impressive survival strategy highlights not only their resilience, but also the wonders of nature's design. So next time you think of a hedgehog, remember, they are champions of hibernation. Here's a wild fact about China's Shilin region. This mesmerizing location is famous for its extraordinary landscape, where giant stone formations resemble a magical forest. Known as the Stone Forest, Shilin showcases what happens when nature and time come together, as these impressive rock formations have been shaped by erosion over millions of years. The towering limestone structures rise dramatically from the ground, creating an enchanting scene that has captured the imagination of both locals and visitors. Legend has it that the Stone Forest is a place where spirits dwell, weaving tales of ancient warriors and mythical creatures. This stunning sight has not only inspired local folklore, but has also made its way onto the big screen, featured in movies that highlight its otherworldly beauty. Imagine wandering through a grove made of stone, where nature's artistry sparks creativity and wonder. Whether you're a nature lover, a fan of legends, or just curious about unique landscapes, the Stone Forest of Shilin offers a captivating glimpse into Earth's incredible geological history. What stories will you create here? You won't believe Tommy McDonald's record goal timing. In 2002, during a thrilling match between Bradford City and Wimbledon, Tommy McDonald stunned fans and players alike by scoring the fastest goal in professional football history. Imagine a match where the players just took their positions and in a mere 2.8 seconds, the ball hit the back of the net. This jaw-dropping moment occurred right from the center circle, showcasing McDonald's remarkable speed and precise aim. As the referee blew the whistle, McDonald swiftly made his move, catching the opposing team completely off guard. This record-breaking goal didn't just highlight his extraordinary skill, but also etched his name in football history books forever. Fans around the world still celebrate this incredible achievement, pondering how such lightning-fast action could really happen on the field. Can you picture the electrifying atmosphere in the stadium at that moment? With excitement buzzing, soccer lovers everywhere continue to talk about McDonald's amazing talent and the speed it took to achieve such a phenomenal feat. Can you hear anything in space at all? The answer is a resounding no. Sound relies on air, or another medium, to travel. In our atmosphere, sound waves vibrate through air particles, allowing us to hear music, conversations, and nature's symphony. However, space is a vacuum, which means it has no air or particles to carry sound. This lack of a medium explains why astronauts rely on radios to communicate while in space. Without air, even the loudest explosions or epic space battles would fall silent. Imagine how eerie it must be to float among the stars without a single sound. Scientists also study the effects of this silence on astronauts, as they often experience an overwhelming sense of isolation. While we might think of space as a quiet void, it's actually bustling with activity, just no sounds to accompany it. So next time you gaze up at the night sky, remember, the beauty of space is enjoyed in silence. What else might remain hidden from our ears in the cosmos? Believe it or not, the octobass is gigantic. This incredible musical instrument holds the title of the largest double bass in the world. Standing at an impressive height of about 3.5 meters, 11.5 feet, it towers over traditional double basses, producing fantastically deep and resonant bass sounds that can fill any concert hall. However, due to its enormous size, playing the octobass isn't a simple task. Musicians often need assistance to handle it effectively, as reaching the strings and managing the bow can be quite a challenge. The octobass was invented in the mid-19th century, made its grand debut at the Paris Conservatory. Since then, it has fascinated composers and musicians alike, inspiring many to explore its unique, rich tones. Whether featured in orchestras or contemporary compositions, the octobass adds a remarkable depth to musical pieces. So next time you're at a concert, keep an ear out for those powerful low notes. They could very well be coming from this magnificent giant. Believe it or not, women pay more for pink products. The term pink tax highlights the shocking reality that many items marketed towards women, like razors and deodorants, often cost more than similar products for men. This price difference occurs even when there are no significant variations in the quality or production costs. For example, women's razors can be priced higher simply because they are designed with colorful packaging or targeted advertising, despite performing the same job as their male counterparts. This practice raises questions about fairness and equality in marketing. It affects women's budgets everywhere, as they unknowingly spend extra just for choosing products that cater to their needs. The pink tax is more than just a pricing issue. It's a reflection of how society views gender and the expectations tied to it. Why should women pay extra for the same products? Here's a wild fact about stop signs. The bright red color of stop signs was carefully selected for a good reason. It stands out and demands attention. In the 1920s, the United States standardized the color red for stop signs because it symbolizes danger and urgency. Before this decision, stop signs came in various colors like yellow and white, which didn't grab attention as effectively, especially in low light or bad weather. Imagine driving at night and encountering a yellow sign instead of a vivid red one. It just wouldn't have the same impact. Along with the color, the distinctive octagonal shape was introduced around the same time to make them even easier to recognize from a distance. The combination of the bold red and unique shape has made stop signs a universal signal, whether you're in a bustling city or a quiet town. So next time you see a stop sign, remember that it wasn't just a random choice. It's a smart design crafted to keep everyone safe on the road. Did you know golf was played on the moon? In 1971, American astronaut Alan Shepard made history when he took a few swings on the lunar surface during the Apollo 14 mission. While exploring the moon, he decided to bring along a modified 6-iron and a couple of golf balls, creating an unforgettable moment in sports history. Shepard famously hit 2 golf balls while wearing his bulky spacesuit, capturing the imagination of millions back on Earth. This unique feat not only highlighted the spirit of exploration, but also showed how sports can bridge the gap between worlds. Imagine the view he had while teeing off, taking a swing with Earth far away in the sky. His hilarious commentary during the moonwalk, joking about how far the balls would travel in the low gravity, added a lighthearted touch to such a monumental achievement. So next time you hit the golf course, Remember that this beloved game has cosmic connections that remind us just how small, yet interconnected our universe really is. Here's what actually happens when you visit Greenland. Greenland is the world's largest island, stretching over 2,166,086 square kilometers. Yet it is home to just about 56,000 people, making it incredibly spacious. Imagine vast landscapes filled with stunning icy tundras, expansive glaciers, and beautiful fjords, all with very few people around. The low population density means that it feels like nature is the main attraction. Most residents live in small coastal towns, where vibrant culture meets breathtaking scenery. People here rely on fishing, hunting, and tourism for their livelihoods. The stunning northern lights dance across the sky during winter, while summer brings an explosion of wildlife and blooming flowers. It's an outdoor lover's paradise, perfect for activities like hiking, dog sledding, and kayaking. Can you imagine experiencing such pristine beauty with so few crowds around? Did you know the F and J keys help you type better? These small bumps on your keyboard are more than just a quirky design feature. They play a crucial role in touch typing. When you place your index fingers on the F and J keys, it's like finding a starting line for your fingers. From there, you can easily navigate to other keys by feel alone, without needing to glance down. This technique not only enhances your typing speed, but also boosts your accuracy, making it especially advantageous for professional typists who rely on swift and precise input. By mastering the home row, which comprises the keys A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, and semicolon, you can increase your typing efficiency and save time in tasks ranging from writing essays to coding. So next time you sit down at your keyboard, remember those little bumps. They're your secret allies in the quest for typing proficiency. Have you ever wondered about the chilling story of Neville Heath? This British serial killer is infamous for brutally murdering at least 8 women, including his own wife, in the grim setting of his London flat during the 1940s and 1950s. Heath would lure his victims to his home, where he committed these horrific crimes. In a disturbing twist, he buried their bodies in his garden, and even within the walls of his apartment, a haunting reminder of his monstrous actions. The mystery surrounding his motives and the sheer number of lives he destroyed left many baffled. His capture and trial captivated the British public and sparked conversations about crime and justice. Heath's sickening legacy raises questions about humanity's darker side and the thresholds of evil. How could someone commit such dreadful acts and remain undetected for so long? Today, his story endures as a chilling example of true crime in history. You'll be amazed by Sci-Hub's impact on research access. Launched in 2011 by Alexandra Elbashian, Sci-Hub provides free access to over 88 million academic papers that often have hefty price tags. This platform has become a lifeline for students and researchers in underfunded institutions who struggle to pay for expensive journal subscriptions. Imagine being able to explore groundbreaking research without the burden of cost. However, Sci-Hub hasn't had a smooth ride. It constantly faces legal challenges and has even been blocked in several countries. Still, its community of users continues to find ways around these obstacles, highlighting the demand for accessible knowledge. As academic research grows increasingly crucial in solving global problems, platforms like Sci-Hub play a vital role in democratizing information and fostering innovation. So what's next for this game-changing resource? Will it overcome its challenges and continue to empower learners worldwide? Guess what really drives Missouri's literary spirit? The influence of Mark Twain, one of America's greatest authors, is strong in this state. Born Samuel Clemens, Twain grew up in the charming town of Hannibal, Missouri, which became the backdrop for his beloved characters, Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. These adventures, filled with friendship and mischief, reflect the essence of Twain's own childhood experiences along the Mississippi River. Today, literary enthusiasts flock to Missouri to immerse themselves in Twain's world. Visitors can explore his childhood home, visit museums dedicated to his life, and take part in events celebrating his works. This rich literary heritage not only honors Twain's legacy, but also highlights Missouri's role in American literature. Whether you're reading his classic novels under a shady tree or strolling through Hannibal's historic streets, the spirit of Mark Twain lives on, captivating the hearts of new generations. You might be shocked to learn that marshmallows are ancient. Marshmallows have a fascinating history, stretching back around 4,000 years to ancient Egypt. Back then, they weren't the sweet, fluffy treats we enjoy today. Instead, they were crafted from the sap of the mallow plant, which was mixed with honey to create a delicacy. This luxurious treat was reserved for gods and royalty, adding an air of exclusivity and reverence. Over the centuries, the recipe evolved significantly. With the arrival of modern sugar and innovations in cooking techniques, the marshmallow transformed into the soft, sugary confection we know and love. Today, whether you're roasting them over a campfire or adding them to desserts, marshmallows are a delightful reminder of how a simple treat can travel through time, adapting and changing along the way. Isn't it amazing how something so simple has such a rich history? Prepare to be amazed by electric highways. These incredible e-highways are designed as eco-friendly routes specifically for heavy trucks. Imagine big rigs gliding along special lanes, tapping into overhead electric lines that power them as they drive. This groundbreaking system allows hybrid vehicles to recharge their batteries on the go, making long hauls much more efficient. With an impressive efficiency rate of about 73%, e-highways promise to significantly reduce fuel consumption and emissions. In some countries, pilot projects are already underway, showcasing their potential to transform cargo transport. As electric highways become more widespread, they could not only lessen our carbon footprint, but also create a smoother, more sustainable way to transport goods nationwide. Will these green corridors reshape our roads for the better? Did you know about bloodophobia and its impact? This fascinating and lesser-known specific phobia causes intense fear related to bathing, washing, or even just cleaning oneself. Individuals living with bloodophobia often feel overwhelming anxiety when faced with water or hygiene products, leading them to avoid situations where they might need to wash. This fear can trigger panic attacks, physical symptoms like sweating or heart palpitations, and general distress, significantly affecting their daily lives. Imagine trying to navigate life while avoiding showers or baths, which most people take for granted. Treatment for bloodophobia typically involves therapy, where mental health professionals help patients confront their fears in a safe environment and develop coping strategies. Cognitive behavioral therapy is especially effective, as it encourages individuals to face their fears step by step. If you or someone you know struggles with this phobia, understanding and support can make a huge difference in their journey toward overcoming it. Isn't it intriguing how our minds can create such strong responses to something as normal as washing? Is it really true that Magellan named the Pacific Ocean? In 1520, the famous navigator Ferdinand Magellan set sail on a grand adventure that would change our understanding of the world's oceans. While navigating through tumultuous waters, he discovered a vast body of water that appeared remarkably calm compared to the fierce storms he had just encountered. Impressed by its serene nature, Magellan dubbed it the Pacific, which means peaceful in Latin. This name stuck, and today we know this incredible expanse as the Pacific Ocean, the largest and deepest ocean on Earth. Stretching over 63 million square miles, it covers more ground than all the land masses combined. The Pacific is not only home to beautiful islands and diverse marine life, but also plays a crucial role in regulating Earth's climate. From the majestic coral reefs to vibrant ocean currents, the Pacific is teeming with life and wonder. So next time you gaze upon its vast waters, remember the exploratory spirit of Magellan and the fascinating history behind its name. Hard to believe, but no speed limits exist. This unique feature has sparked fascination and debate since it was introduced. The Autobahn is famous worldwide for allowing drivers to speed without restrictions, a decision rooted in historical context. Back in 1972, when Western Germany decided to remove speed limits, they aimed to move past the remnants of the Nazi era. This choice was a bold statement about freedom and modernity, contrasting with restrictions seen in many other countries. While some Autobahn sections do have speed limits for safety reasons, The stretches that remain limitless offer an adrenaline rush like no other. Many drivers take advantage of this unique road system, enjoying the thrill of high speeds while adhering to safety protocols. So if you ever get the chance to drive on the Autobahn, buckle up for an unforgettable experience. Can you handle the speed? Sausage lovers rejoice. Germany has over 1,500 types. This incredible variety showcases the country's rich culinary culture. Among the favorites are bratwurst, made from a delicious mix of pork and beef, and Weisswurst, a traditional Bavarian specialty known for its pale color and mild flavor. You can find currywurst, which is a popular street food, topped with zesty tomato sauce and a sprinkle of curry powder, offering a delightful twist on the classic sausage experience. Another standout is bockwurst, which is smoked to enhance its flavor, creating a bolder taste that sausage aficionados adore. But what makes German sausages truly special is how each region boasts its own unique recipes and preparation styles. From the spicy varieties in the south to the smoky flavors in the north, every corner of Germany has something distinct to offer. So whether you're grilling bratwurst at a summer barbecue or savoring currywurst from a food truck, there's a tantalizing world of flavors waiting to be discovered. Which German sausage will become your new favorite? Is it really true that blankets have a surprising origin? The word blanket actually comes from the name of a 14th century English woolen manufacturer named Thomas Blanket. This fascinating fact reveals how language evolves from historical figures. Thomas was known for producing high-quality wool that was used for warm coverings, which eventually gave rise to the term blanket. Over time, his name became synonymous with the cozy items we use today. Imagine the chilly homes of medieval England, where everyone needed a bit of warmth. It's amazing to think that the comfort of a blanket today can be traced back to one man's craftsmanship centuries ago. So next time you snuggle under your blanket, remember that you're enjoying a piece of history linked to Thomas Blanket and his woolen creations. Can you believe Germany has so many raccoons? This country hosts the largest population of raccoons outside North America. The story of these mischievous creatures began when people deliberately introduced them for fur farming in the mid-20th century. Some raccoons made a daring escape, while others were released into the wild. They quickly adapted to the new environment, finding shelter in forests and urban areas alike. Today, it's estimated that there are over 1 million raccoons roaming across Germany. Their success story is fascinating, showcasing how animals can thrive in unfamiliar habitats. However, this has raised concerns among ecologists, as the raccoon population can impact local wildlife and ecosystems. With their clever hands and curious nature, raccoons have become a common sight in German cities, rummaging through trash and charming locals. Isn't it surprising to see such a North American animal thrive so far from its native home? Turns out, the truth is that our brains can trick us. This fascinating phenomenon, known as illusory correlation, often makes us see connections that aren't really there, especially in our relationships. Imagine noticing that every time you meet someone named Steve, they happen to be a little quirky. You might start believing that all Steves are quirky, even if that's not true. Our brains love patterns and tend to jump to conclusions based on the limited experiences we have. This can be harmless, but it sometimes leads us to form stereotypes about people or groups. For instance, if you've had a couple of bad dates with people from a certain background, you might unfairly assume that everyone from that background is the same. Being aware of this cognitive bias can help us challenge those misleading ideas and avoid unnecessary judgments, reminding us that every person is unique. How can we break this pattern in our daily lives? Have you ever noticed surgeons interrupting patients? This common behavior can lead to misunderstandings and affect the quality of care that patients receive. Research shows that when surgeons frequently cut off patients during consultations, it can create an atmosphere where patients feel unheard and anxious. This interruption often leads to rushed diagnoses, making it difficult for surgeons to gather all necessary information about a patient's condition. Effective communication is crucial in healthcare, as it ensures that patients feel comfortable sharing their symptoms and concerns. When patients can express themselves fully, surgeons are better equipped to make accurate evaluations and decisions. A comfortable environment encourages open dialogue, reducing the likelihood of errors and improving overall patient satisfaction. So, what can be done? Training sessions focusing on active listening and enhancing communication skills may help surgeons develop a more patient-centered approach, fostering trust and collaboration in the doctor-patient relationship. Why not advocate for better communication in healthcare? You might be surprised by how koalas stay hydrated. These adorable creatures mainly get their water from eucalyptus leaves, which are their favorite snacks. Koalas have a special way of eating and metabolizing these leaves that not only provides them with food, but also keeps them hydrated. Eucalyptus leaves contain a lot of moisture, which is perfect for koalas since they prefer to avoid drinking water unless it's absolutely necessary. In fact, during times of extreme heat or when droughts hit their habitat, you'll find koalas starting to seek out water sources. However, their bodies have evolved to depend mostly on those leaves for hydration. Isn't it fascinating how nature equips animals like koalas to thrive on their specific diets? This unique adaptation helps them cope with the demands of their environment while also avoiding excess water loss. Ever thought about why eagle feathers are so special? Only members of federally recognized Native American tribes can legally possess or collect eagle feathers, making these striking symbols of freedom and spirituality highly protected. This law stems from a deep respect for the eagle in Native American cultures, where these magnificent birds represent strength, wisdom, and a connection to the divine. The bald eagle, in particular, is revered and federally protected under the Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act, which prohibits non-members from handling its feathers. For tribal members, collecting these feathers is a sacred practice that holds cultural significances, often used in ceremonies, regalia, and rituals. Violating this law can lead to hefty fines or even jail time, emphasizing the importance of preserving the spiritual and cultural heritage tied to these majestic creatures. So next time you see an eagle feather, remember the rich traditions and legal protections that make it so much more than just a beautiful object. Believe it or not, pearlfish hide in sea cucumbers. This fascinating relationship is a true marvel of the ocean. These small fish, about the size of a finger, find sanctuary in the unusual and often overlooked rectum of sea cucumbers. Why would they do this? Well, the sea cucumber provides a safe haven against hungry predators lurking in the ocean depths. By slipping inside, pearlfish cleverly avoid becoming someone else's meal, making the most of their unusual hiding spot. This unique behavior showcases nature's creativity in adaptation and survival. The pearlfish even take it a step further. They dart in and out of their host body, ensuring they can quickly escape danger while still being close enough to feed when the opportunity arises. This relationship is a perfect example of how species can evolve to exploit unexpected environments. So the next time you think about ocean life, remember the pearlfish and their clever choice of a home. Who knew safety could be so unconventional? Let's uncover the truth about the Siberian cedar. This fascinating tree might trick you with its name, but DNA tells a different story. Known scientifically as Pinus siberica, the Siberian cedar is not a cedar at all. It's actually a type of pine. This distinctive classification surprises many people because the Siberian cedar looks so similar to true cedar trees. These trees thrive in the cold, harsh climates of Siberia, providing essential food for animals like squirrels and birds that feast on their nutritious seeds. Beyond their ecological importance, the Siberian cedar also plays a significant role in human culture, as its wood is prized for making furniture and crafts. People have used its timber for centuries, appreciating its durability and beauty. So the next time you admire a Siberian cedar, remember it's more of a pine. Who knew that names could be so misleading? Did you know Chris Hemsworth is Thor? This Australian actor rocketed to fame as the mighty god of thunder in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, captivating audiences around the world. Hemsworth's portrayal in blockbuster films like Thor, The Avengers, and Thor Ragnarok has made him not just a superstar, but the standout member of the Hemsworth clan. His impressive physique, charming personality, and undeniable charisma have helped redefine the superhero genre. Beyond the superhero costume, Chris has engaged fans with his infectious humor and down-to-earth nature, often sharing glimpses of his life on social media. Interestingly, Hemsworth comes from a family of actors. His brothers Liam and Luke are also in the industry, though none have matched his iconic status as Thor. This Marvel character has become a cultural icon, leading to everything from merchandise to theme park attractions. Whether he's wielding his enchanted hammer or joking around with fans, Chris Hemsworth has left an indelible mark on pop culture. What's next for this superhero in and out of the movies? Is it really true that numbers can be predictable? The answer lies in the fascinating world of computer-generated random numbers. Although we often think of random numbers as being completely unpredictable, those created by computers are actually based on specific algorithms. These algorithms follow a set of rules and formulas, meaning the numbers they generate are fundamentally deterministic and can be predicted if you know the underlying process. For example, if a computer uses an algorithm to create a sequence of numbers, it will always produce the same sequence if initiated with the same starting point, known as a seed. This predictability is essential in various fields, like cryptography, where true randomness is crucial for security. So while a computer might generate seemingly random numbers for video games or simulations, they're anything but truly random. It's a blend of science and math that uncovers the secrets of what we think of as chance. Have you ever seen a polar bear's secret skin? Beneath that fluffy white fur lies an interesting surprise. Polar bears actually have black skin. This might sound odd, but it helps them stay warm in their icy habitats. Their fur, while looking white, is actually transparent. It reflects light, creating that snowy appearance we often associate with these magnificent creatures. The structure of each hair is hollow, allowing sunlight to bounce inside and keep heat close to their bodies. This clever adaptation not only helps polar bears blend into their snowy surroundings, making it easier for them to hunt for seals, but also provides insulation against the frigid Arctic temperatures. While they might look like cuddly teddy bears, these powerful predators are perfectly adapted to thrive in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. Next time you see a polar bear, remember that their beauty hides a fantastic secret about how nature equips them to survive. Is it really true that maple syrup comes from trees? Yes, it does. Maple syrup is made from the sap of the sugar maple tree, a process that dates back to ancient times. First, during the chilly months of late winter, farmers tap into these trees, carefully drilling small holes to collect the sweet sap that flows when temperatures rise during the day and drop at night. This sap looks just like water, but it's full of sugary goodness. Once collected, the sap must be boiled down for several hours until it transforms into that delicious, thick golden syrup we all love. The boiling process is essential as it removes excess water and concentrates the sugars. Interestingly, it takes roughly 40 gallons of sap to make just 1 gallon of syrup, highlighting how precious this natural treat truly is. Beyond its sweet flavor, maple syrup also brings a rich history and cultural significance, especially in North America, where it's celebrated during maple sugaring festivals each spring. So next time you drizzle some on your pancakes, remember the journey it took from tree to table. What if I told you about Cairo's ancient treasures? The National Museum of Antiquities in Cairo stands out as the world's foremost collection of ancient Egyptian artifacts. This incredible museum houses over 120,000 items, showcasing the rich history, culture, and beliefs of one of humanity's oldest civilizations. From stunning mummies to golden jewelry and intricate sculptures, each piece tells a story that connects us to the past. The famous Tutankhamun exhibit draws visitors from around the globe, displaying treasures that reveal the splendor of ancient Egypt. As you wander through its halls, you'll see how ancient Egyptians lived, worshipped, and interacted with their environment. With its vast array of artifacts, the museum not only preserves history, but also ignites curiosity and wonder about the world that once was. Isn't it fascinating to think about what these treasures can teach us about our own lives today? London is a train hub for over 70% of journeys. It's surprising, but over 70% of train trips in the UK either kick off or wrap up in London. This means that the city is not just a destination, but also a vital link for commuters, tourists, and travelers from all around. Think about it. Whether you're heading to work in the bustling financial districts, visiting world-famous attractions like the Tower of London, or exploring cozy towns in the countryside, trains make it easier than ever. London serves as a launching pad, connecting people to various destinations across the nation. With its major train stations like King's Cross and Paddington, the capital plays a crucial role in keeping people moving. So next time you hop on a train, just remember how important London is to your journey. Isn't it fascinating how one city can connect so many places? Explore Japan's fascination with raw meat consumption. In Japan, some people are captivated by the idea of eating raw meat, a practice that raises eyebrows and health concerns. Raw meat dishes like sashimi and yuko showcase the cultural love for fresh ingredients. But there are hidden risks. Consuming raw meat can lead to foodborne illnesses, including parasitic infections and bacteria like E. coli or salmonella. Despite these dangers, many Japanese see raw meat as a delicacy, often associating it with premium dining experiences and traditional culinary craftsmanship. The cultural attitude towards food and health plays a large role in this preference. For many, the thrill of trying something unique outweighs the risks, leading to lively conversations about culinary boundaries. It's a fascinating example of how culture shapes our food choices and perceptions of safety. While enjoying raw meat can be exhilarating, it's essential to understand the precautions necessary to minimize health risks. So, what do you think? Would you dare to taste raw meat? Believe it or not, Butterbean was a heavyweight champion. Eric Scott Esch, better known as Butterbean, made history by reaching a staggering peak weight of 425 pounds, which earned him the title of the heaviest boxer in boxing's long history. This American professional boxer, born in 1966, became a household name in the 1990s and early 2000s, not just for his impressive size, but also for his unique fighting style. Unlike the typical, nimble heavyweights, Butterbean's power and presence in the ring were truly astonishing. He fought in various organizations, including the International Sport Karate Association, and later took on professional boxing. Butterbean had a mixed career, showcasing his strength with a record that boasted numerous knockouts. Despite his size, he captivated audiences with his personality and charisma, becoming a beloved figure in the boxing world. So next time you think about heavyweight champions, remember Butterbean and his impressive journey. What do you think it takes to compete at that level? Prepare to be amazed by a $16 million dowry. In 2012, a Chinese magnate drew attention when he gifted his daughter an astonishing wedding dowry worth over $16 million. This incredible sum included luxury cars, piles of gold, and even shares in his company, illustrating just how wealth can intertwine with cultural traditions. In many cultures, dowries symbolize not just financial support, but also social status and family pride. This extravagant display sparked conversations about the extremes of wealth and the expectations placed on families during weddings. While most couples dream of a quaint celebration, this story highlights a different reality where fortunes can redefine marital customs. How does this practice influence modern relationships and values in society today? It raises intriguing questions about love, wealth, and the sacrifices families make during such grand occasions. Let's uncover the truth about the black bat flower. This fascinating plant, known scientifically as Takachantrieri, stands out with its striking dark petals and long whisker-like filaments that remind many of a bat soaring in the sky. With blooms that can reach up to 12 inches wide, this unique flower isn't just a pretty sight, it's also a clever attractor. It lures in flies and small insects, which help with its pollination, thanks to its bizarre yet captivating appearance. The black bat flower thrives in high humidity and well-drained soil, often flourishing in shaded areas where many other plants struggle. Remarkably, it possesses a highly adaptive root system, enabling it to survive even in less than ideal conditions. This makes it a popular choice for gardeners seeking that exotic touch in their landscapes. So are you ready to add a hint of mystery to your garden?